Hey everybody, David Hancock here again. How you doing? As you can see, I've got our buddy Rick Frishman here with us again today, and we just wanted to share with you another couple quick tips live from Los Angeles.
That's right. We're right next to Disneyland, right in Anaheim.
That's right.
Very exciting. It's a little foggy today, but we're here at the Harv Eker event. Over 600 people, and we taught last night about publishing and publicity and the power of having a book and the entrepreneurial process. And so we're having a lot of fun, but it's great meeting people here.
You know, in fact, that's part of the reason why I wanted to grab you real quick, Rick. One of the powerful things about...
It's easy for you to say. Powerful thing.
I haven't finished my Mountain Dew yet.
Yes.
So one of the powerful things about coming to the events is actually being here. Let me let Rick talk for a second. But Rick actually wrote the book on networking magic, and as you probably realized, if you don't show up, you don't get anything out of it. Now, it's more than just the teaching from the incredible faculty members, be it whatever event that you might be going to, whether it's Author 101 University coming up in 3 weeks, whether it's Big Seminar coming up in 4 weeks, or whether it's whatever. Being there, being part of the crowd, being part of the networking, being part of the audience, being able to communicate with people, your peers and the experts is just phenomenal. In fact, give us a quick little tip about anything you can think of.
Well, networking. I mean, this is all these events are networking events, and I believe that going to seminars are things that can change your life, because the people that you make, the connections that you make, that's how I met you.
That's right.
That's how I met actually most business connections and a lot of friends in my life I met at seminars, and so I urge you to go to seminars. But here are a few tips. Number one is got to get out of your shell. Tip number one, get out of your shell. Have an elevator speech. Most people are scared to actually talk to other people because they're afraid that they're going to sound like David. And so you got to get out of your shell and be ready to have the elevator speech, which is 30 seconds of who, why, what, where, who you are, what you do. But the most important thing is get the person you meet talking about themselves. Because really, they don't care about you.
With all due respect.
With all due respect. So get them talking about themselves. Ask a lot of questions. And, find out who they are, what they do, are they married, how many kids they have. And if you get them talking about themselves, they'll think you are a wonderful conversationalist. And then, of course, get their card. I mean, you want to always have cards available. That's another thing. When you're at a networking event, I've been meeting people here. I say, "Can I have your card?" And they got to start, searching for it in their wallet, in their purse, and I got it somewhere.
5 minutes later,
have cards ready, available. I keep it in my right-hand pocket so I can actually hand it to them. Sometimes you do it the other way. You have it in your left hand, so you hand them a card as you shake their hand.
Yeah, I haven't learned that yet.
Have it ready to go.
Some of you who have actually met me in person, you'll notice I have this little trick I do with my cards. I keep them in my right-hand pocket in such a way that I can whip it out real quick, and it's already, as I'm handing it to them, it's got my name, they can see it, it's got everything. It's a neat little card trick that I do, and you'll enjoy it. In fact, I look forward to demonstrating when we see each other at Author 101 coming up shortly.
If you're in China, did you know that the proper way to do it is you hand a card like this? That's how they hand cards, with lots of respect.
Did you see that?
Yes, just like that. Very
that was
exciting.
Incredible.
But no, I think a fly just went into my mouth. That was great.
Excellent. We got it on tape.
Something just went in, but I had it all set to go right in my right-hand pocket, ready to go. So here it is, so you can see that. And here, ooh, very cute. And cute color on the back.
That's right.
But to get their cards. And then the next most important thing is follow-up.
Oh, yeah.
Follow-up. So after you met them, if you have a system to get them in, a shopping cart system or something that you have to have where you then can get them, send them auto generators, etc. In fact, check out rickswebsolution.com. That's one of our shopping cart systems. That
few people do it as well as Rick does, by the way. Rick will take, and I'm guilty just like many of us, but Rick will take home his stack of cards, and within a day he would have already had somebody or him himself enter it into his autoresponder, and the first email says, "Hey, it was great meeting you. Let me know how I can help you." And then boom, they're in your list.
Yep. And so you got to follow up with people, and then there's nothing better than a phone call.
Oh yeah.
Just say, "Hey, it was wonderful meeting with you." And the last thing you say to people when you say goodbye, when you meet them, is, "Let me know how I can help you."
Yeah.
Always try to help them in some way. And people remember that. So it's it's not about how they can help you. It's how you can help them. And then if they feel that you really care, and it's got to be true. I mean, you have to really care. It'll come back.
You can't fake that too often. So try to care.
That's right. Try to care.
Now, I interrupted you. You were talking about 3 important tools of networking, and we talked about 1. Do you remember what the other 2 were, or did we already cover them?
I don't think we covered them, but let's see. The other important tools, number 2 is, well, we talked follow-up. Is,
2 follow-up. Number 4. There
also,
might be more. We're just winging this, by the way.
But here's a couple of interesting. Most important when you first meet them is look them in the eye.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the worst things you could do,
not creepy like that. No, I mean just respectfully like this.
Right. And is look over their head or look around the room. So when you're talking to someone, if you're looking around at other people, then it's disrespectful. Because it shows that I don't really care about you. I just want to see who else is more important than you.
Yeah.
And that's not good. Shake hands firmly, especially if you're a woman. Firm handshake. I hate a woman who has, limp handshake, nice to meet you, or just grabs the end of your hand.
Hey, if you're creepy about shaking other people's hands, just keep a bottle of that Purell in your pocket. I mean, that's what I do. Oh, I probably wasn't supposed to tell you that, but that's what I do. You should do the same thing.
Yeah. If you don't like looking at people in their eyes, look at the tip of their nose.
Yes.
People won't know the difference.
That's right.
Yeah, so,
unless you're really close and you kind of look cross-eyed. So stand back at a good level and look at their nose.
Look at their nose, exactly. So, and don't say, "Oh, by the way, you need a nose job."
Yeah.
But and lastly, listen. If you're a good listener, people will respect you and really like what you are doing. But if you're always talking about yourself, they won't care.
Myself is a favorite person to talk about, but when you're actually trying to network with other people, they're the most important person. Make sure they feel like it. As Rick said earlier, if you do all the listening and let them talk about themselves, they're going to think you're the fabulous conversationalist. They're going to think you're the most wonderful person in the world.
And lastly, energy.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you have good energy, because even if you're tired, and this morning, as you can probably see, we're a little tired. I mean, we were speaking yesterday and meeting people, so it's hard to get the energy up. But just when you're meeting with people, the adrenaline kind of hits in, and get your energy up, and so they realize that you're happy to meet them. Okay,
sounds good.
So see you in 3 weeks at Author 101 University.
We look forward to it, and thanks everybody for spending just a few minutes with us. Have a great day.